Now you should be at the junction of the Knobcone Point Road and the single-track Devil's Slide Trail on your right.
From the junction down, it's primarily oak woodland, and so you're looking for oak woodland species. Both scrub and Steller jays are in this area. Rufous-sided spotted towhee. It's a good place for orange-crowned warblers. So that's a good bird to look for.
Is that spring only?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spring, summer.
You see both the scrub jay and the Stellers.
And the Stellers, yeah.
In the same sort of places?
Scrubs are going to be out more on the perimeter, the border of the trees, the openings. Stellers jays like the trees. They like the heavy cover. Oh, and flickers, northern flickers nest in this area. You probably won't see them, but you'll hear them. Nuttall's woodpecker is another bird that you'll hear and hopefully see in here. Pretty common.
When you get on the Devil's Slide Trail, there are a couple things to think about. And this is true of any grassland single-track trail. It's not distinctive here. It's just, this is where we're turning from a fire road onto a single-track trail. Grass is going to be brushing against our legs. Of all the spots on the hike, this is where you're going to pick up ticks. And this trail has to get pruned every year, and until it does, it's very likely to have poison oak branches jutting out over the trail. You can avoid them pretty easily, but you got to think about it. Early in the season or in the winter, they may not have leaves on them. This is where you're going to hit poison oak if you're not careful. So when you're dropping from the Knobcone Point Fire Road down into the bowl that becomes the Devil's Slide Trail, you can look around the grassland bowl and there are clumps everywhere. Most of the clumps are actually soap plant. It's got a fibrous root which you can use to make a lather and to actually wash with.
In May or June, you might see mariposa lilies in this bowl too. And a little bit farther down the trail in the forest, you'll see the first madrones. They're a tree with flaky reddish bark and slick, thick leaves. They almost look tropical.
Check out here. Here's our first madrones.
Oh, yeah.
Poison oak both sides.
Now head across the meadow to your right on the Devil's Slide Trail and into a cool, leafy canyon, what Seth calls Mount Diablo's Pacific Northwest. Stop when you get to a sign that says Sulphur Spring in a quarter mile. That's 5 minutes or so.